All right, y'all, I'm not showing face because I just blow dried my hair. My hair look crazy, but this morning for breakfast, we are making my French toast casserole. So, what you want to do is slice up your bread. You could take the crust off or leave the crust on. I don't like crust, so we're taking the crust off. Get that butter off the background. You do not need to spray, grease, or oil a pan for this. But most of the crust, we're keeping some of the top. Most of the crust you can chop off if you want. You don't have to. It's optional. This is a whole loaf of, what is this, the artisanal bread or whatever. You could place it like this, facing up. However you want to place it, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. So we're going to do that, like so. I don't think y'all need to see me continue to cut bread. So you can keep watching or fast forward. It's up to you. And yep, I'm just pitching it in the trash. Bread scraps, I don't know what to do. We don't have no animals or nothing. No right or wrong to this recipe, and you can use however much bread you want. This is what we're looking like so far. Again, you could use however much bread you want. To this recipe, there is no right or wrong. It's all about preference and how many people you're feeding. Next, what we're going to do is take some Saigon cinnamon, or Saigon, however you say it, and you're going to sprinkle that cinnamon all over the bread. However little, however much you want. Again, there is no right or wrong. It's all about preference. The reason why I'm doing the cinnamon on the bread first is because usually when you make French toast, you add the cinnamon to the batter, it floats to the top, and I don't like that. Next, we're going to move on to the batter. All right, to the bowl. Make sure you get you a nice little shallow bowl, okay? I am going to crack in, let's see, maybe about 7 eggs into this bowl. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to do 7 eggs. Because our bread, and I just dropped a piece of shell in there. Just dropped a piece of shell. You know what? It's alright. Just got it out. And another one. I didn't crack that egg good enough. Ugh. I know I'm not the only one that hates the way eggs feel in my freaking fingers. Boom. We got our 7 eggs cracked in a bowl. Next, you need you some heavy cream. Now, how much we putting in there, we gonna see. I'm gonna guess this is like 1 cup right here. 2 cups right here. Yeah, so about 2 cups of heavy cream. I don't measure anything. I measure with my heart. Get you some half and half because you know cream is thick. Okay. Put you about a half cup of half and half to that. All right. Next, we are going to get some, I'm trying to find my vanilla, so bear with me. Hold on a minute. Let me go get the vanilla. All right. You're gonna pour your vanilla in there. You put however much you want. I use a lot. I'm not measuring nothing. I told you I don't measure anything. And you just gonna mix that batter up. Okay, you just want to break that egg down a little bit for now. Because we're gonna turn around and mix this up again. And again, I'm not adding cinnamon into the mix because I already added it to the bread. All right. Now the part that most people hate. Oh my God, sugar. All right. gonna put some sugar in there. I don't know how much this is. Maybe about a half cup. It's all about what you prefer, sweetness wise. You don't have to use sweetener at all if you don't want to, or you can use sugar free. But you add the sugar and you batter up, okay? Mix that batter right up. That's how it should be. It should be real creamy, and I made a mess, but that's what comes with cooking. You just gotta make sure that egg is broken up really, really well. And it's the weekend. We ain't doing no healthy breakfast around here, okay? And I think we looking good, all right? All right, so back to the bread. You are going to dump all of that batter on top of that bread. Just like that. Make sure you get some in every crevice. Look at that. That's how you want it. Looking like a custard. Okay? You want it looking just like a custard. Let me get a spoon real quick because I'm ready to show y'all something. We're just going to use this spatula. So you want to make sure your bread is saturated in that custard you just made. You could press it down just like that so it can soak up that batter. Remember, this is my recipe. You can make it or you don't have to. It's up to you. Do whatever your heart desires. No, this is not a healthy recipe, okay? It's not supposed to be. French toast was never healthy to begin with. So you just want to make sure all your bread pieces are soaked in custard, okay? And that's good. That's perfect. How I got it. All right. We got another step to this French toast casserole. See that? That moisture? How you got it in that batter? Get you some more heavy cream. Drizzle that heavy cream on top just like that. Exactly like that. Okay, and I'm not using a big one either. I'm using a half size. That's how you want it to look on top. Y'all see that? How it's like a little squishy. And that's pretty much it. That's it. This is it. Like, if you know you don't like cooking and you too lazy, you don't feel like cooking on a Saturday, make you this recipe. I promise nobody in your household will be disappointed. Now we're going to put this in the oven on 375 for 30 minutes. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like when it comes out. Alright, so this next thing I'm going to show you guys is our, my candy nut topping that I make that goes on top of the French toast casserole. Okay? I'm not putting a lot of nuts because my kids don't really like nuts, so I'm going to put nuts on half of it. So you have your nuts in a bag, and what you're going to do is crush them up. I'll be back because that's kind of loud. I'm not going to do it in the video. Alright, so we got our crushed up almonds. Next, what you want to do is get you some butter. Put about a tablespoon of butter. About a tablespoon of butter into a pan. That should be good enough. Maybe a little bit more, just a little extra piece of butter, but put you some butter in a pan. And yeah, I'm doing it a little sloppy, okay? Now, your stove, I have a gas stove, it takes a while to turn on sometimes. Into that pan with that butter, you want to throw your nuts in. And again, I don't want to hear, oh, the sugar, oh, this is... My recipes, most of them are not healthy. They're not. Okay? So if you're a health nut that cry about sugar, this is not the recipe for you. Or actually, you can alter it and use sugar-free replacements instead. But again, it's the weekend. You add you some brown sugar up in there. About 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to add some cinnamon right in this pan. You can do yourself about a teaspoon. You don't need much. And just listen to that sizzle. Y'all hear that? You just want to mix everything around. Just like that. Let everything get coated in that brown sugar cinnamon mixture. Do not, I repeat, do not turn this up on high heat because you're going to burn your nuts. So put it on medium low. And this is all you're going to be doing. That's it. This takes about 1 minute to make. And that's it, y'all. That's literally it. The sugar has crystallized. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's it. And you just leave it alone until your French toast casserole comes out the oven. So I'm back at my counter. We've made the candied nuts. Now we're going to get started with the glaze that goes on top at the end. We are going to do some hefty tablespoons of powdered sugar. Okay, you can make it look like a mountain, however much you want to use. It's just all depends on you. So we're going to do about 3 heaping tablespoons of powdered sugar. I know y'all see my legs because I'm putting everything back as I go. All right. We did that.
Mommy, I woke up
back to our cinnamon.
I woke up at 9:24.
Oh, okay. All right. Put a little bit of cinnamon in there. It's about 1/4 teaspoon.
What are you making?
You're going to mix that in, around. Just a little bit. Next, we're going to add in some vanilla. About 1 teaspoon. Do whatever your heart desires. And we got our 1/2 We're going to do a teaspoon at a time. 1 teaspoon at a time. And yes, it is normal for it to have a brown color because of the vanilla. Yep, that's all you need, about a teaspoon of 1/2. That's how your glaze should look. Again, yes, it can be brown because of the vanilla, unless you use clear vanilla. That's what we're looking like. That's the texture you want. Just like that. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That is it. We're going to throw everything together again once the French toast casserole comes out of the oven. That should be your consistency. If it's really watery, then you could add some more powdered sugar in there to thicken it up. But that's the glaze. All right, y'all, this is what the French toast casserole should look like. All crispy on top and everything. Don't mind the background noise. My son is watching some learning videos. It's the summer, but we still like to make the kids do some stuff so their memories stay fresh for school. But you're going to sprinkle that candy nut topping right on top. And I said I was only going to put it on half. So that's just what we're going to do because all my kids do not like nuts. And there you have it. And then you're going to take the glaze, drizzle some of that on top. Look at that, like so. Just like that. And the casserole is hot, so it's going to melt down. I'm telling you, it's going to be so freaking good. I'm going to flip the camera in a minute and give you guys a close-up. You want to use all of the glaze. And I said it several times, this recipe is not for the health nuts. So if you're a health nut and you're watching your sugar, do not make this. This is exactly what we're looking like. Y'all see that? Y'all see that glaze on top? And again, it's just going to melt down and it's going to be so delicious. Just wanted to show you guys the inside after cutting it.